One time for North Carolina native Cal Raleigh winning that home run derby. Congratulations, sir. Has a very interesting nickname, but is that the most interesting nickname you've ever heard? We're going to get into it. Also, Teddy Bridgewater is in trouble for helping his players. Doesn't make any sense to me, but we're going to talk about it. Also, if you're going to cheat on your wife, it'd probably be smart not to go to a Coldplay concert. You're probably going to end up on the Kiss Cam. This plus more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of 58 South TV Presents Topics of Discussion, your new home for sports, news, and entertainment. I'm your host, 58 South, and along with my co-host, the one, the only, fresh from colonoscopy, Juice, Healthy Jalapeno, Jones. What's happening, man?
Joosc. That's my way I'm saying it now. That's not that Jello. No. What's up, baby?
Hey man, I'm doing great, man. Doing great. How about you, sir? Everything went well?
I'm feeling real light on my feet, brother. You know what I mean? Feel about 15 pounds lighter. Ready to get it in, baby. Let's go.
He said, light on his feet.
Well, they had a colonoscopy. They know about what I'm talking about. You got to take that prep 24 hours before you go to that procedure, and that prep is a drink. And boy, let me tell you, man, that's why they don't sell that drink in stores, brother. You drink that drink, everything coming out.
Wow.
Everything, brother.
So heavy laxatives. You know what I mean? That's pretty much.
Bruh, that's why you can't buy this in the store. It's prescription only, bruh. You drink a cup of this thing,
Yeah.
game time in 10 minutes. Game time for the rest of the night.
Ooh, you just had to do the prep like 24 hours. You couldn't eat or nothing before 24 hours before the procedure.
Yep, can't eat 24 hours. No solid foods before the procedure. Has to be only clear liquids.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to take that prep at a certain time. And then you got to take it again at like 2:30 in the morning. And then it'll have you ready for your procedure. Boy, let me tell you, that's some real.
You had to get up at 2:30 in the morning to take the second dose?
Yeah, they have a certain way to do it. And that was one of the things. You had to wake up at 2:30, do it again, and then after 4:30 a.m. you can't have nothing to drink either. So I guess you won't have a bad explosion while the doctors is checking on you or whatever the case may be.
Wow, that's great that everything went well. That's also fantastic for the segue, man. I couldn't have wrote this stuff up myself. I was gonna lead off with talking about your man, the big dumper, Cal, yeah,
How's
the
it
big
going?
dumper, yeah, the big dumper, man, Cal Raleigh from straight up from Cullowhee, North Carolina. He plays for the Sierra Mariners. He's the catcher, and he is the 2025 Home Run Derby champion. Congratulations to him. And the only reason it made news for me was because he's from North Carolina. Because I stopped watching baseball. I stopped being interested in it, a long time ago. I think the reason being is because there's not a team here, like a professional team. We got a lot of semi-pro teams, or I guess farm league teams is the correct term, like the Grasshoppers. First farm league team I remember seeing as a child was the Kinston Indians. Who else? We have the Durham Bulls here. Charlotte has a team too, I believe. But I'm the Knights. I think that's the baseball team.
Winston-Salem got the Dash.
Right. So we got a bunch of those.
High Point got the Rockers.
Yeah, they do.
How many? Oh, I think North Carolina has the most farm teams out, like, for real, like out of any state, I believe.
Hey, I wouldn't bet against it, but I'm just wondering when we're going to get a professional team. That's all.
I think due to having all those farm teams, I think that's why we didn't get a professional team, because that'll take away from those farm teams.
Really?
Yeah. Because, these farm teams are how these people get to the MLB. So we're actually getting them there.
Yeah, but I would like for us to have a major league team.
Like I said, I think we're the state with the most farm league teams, though. I'm telling you. We're going to have to check on that. We're going to check that, because I do believe. That's why they even made the movie Durham Bull. You know what I mean? Or was it called Bull Durham, or was it Durham Bull?
Oh, don't get me a line. I'd never watched it.
You don't remember that with Kevin Costner?
Yeah, I heard about it, but the only baseball movies I remember watching vividly were Major League with your boy Charlie Sheen, Wild Thing, Pedro Serrano, Willie Mays Hayes. I remember that. I remember the Rookie of the Year with your man Henry Bumgarner.
Yeah.
Or Henry Rosengarten or something like that.
The little dude, right?
Him,
kid.
him, that, The Sandlot, What else was another baseball
Angels
movie
in
I
the
remember watching?
outfield.
That one. I'm even going to count A League of Their Own. I know it was softball, but still.
Yep.
But don't forget Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars with Billy D. Williams.
Now hold up. See, now you hold up. You got me on that one, brother.
Oh, that's the Negro League movie. You never saw
I
that
got
one.
you on Bull Durham, and you got me with what'd you just say?
Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars, yo.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. Yo, that's crazy.
James Earl Jones, Richard Pryor, Billy D. Williams, and a host of other black actors, man.
That sound like I might have seen it, but
You
don't
probably
remember
have.
the name was Bingo.
Yeah, you probably saw it and just didn't know what it was, man.
Right.
But yeah, for sure. Back to my man Cal Raleigh.
Dumper.
The Big Dumper. Make sure you say it right. The Big Dumper.
My bad.
And you know, the Big Dumper actually got a partnership after that with Honey Bucket. Honey Bucket being a portable sanitation service. That's the cleanest way I can say that. Congrats, man. Congrats. In the day of the NIL. I mean, it don't apply to, he's a Major League Baseball player, but still, congratulations to that man. Which leads me to an interesting question, Juice. The Big Dumper. Wild nickname by any stretch of the imagination to call a grown man that has family and friends who love him, the Big Dumper. What is the most interesting nickname you remember growing up?
The most interesting one to me was very simple. It was Little Man. And it was funny because Little Man was about 6'4", 350 pounds. So you calling this big, heavyweight looking gorilla Little Man. And that's been this man's name all his life. And I'm like, bruh, I'm not calling you Little Man, bruh. I call you, L Dog or something like that. You know what I mean? But I ain't calling you Little Man because ain't nothing Little Dog, and I'm not messing with you, bruh. It's just good. I'm not calling you Big Man either. So we just gonna keep it rolling. But that's the funniest one to me that just sticks out. How about you?
Well, I'm from the rural parts of North Carolina, so it's plenty. There's plenty. See, right. You got a Hot Foot. That was always an interesting one. Shag Nasty. That right there. Hands down. I think it runs a close number one to a Ding-a-ling. That was the other interesting nickname. Yeah, and I never wanted to know why. Never.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that one.
Yep. Those are the three that always stuck out to me growing up. Anybody, any other viewers or listeners, thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for listening wherever you get your podcast. Put the most memorable or notable nicknames you can remember in the comment section. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater. He's an ex-Carolina Panther. All right, he didn't do wrong by us. Didn't do wrong by us. He seems to be in a bit of trouble for helping his players. I know it sounds absurd, because it is. They're saying that he violated Florida High School Athletic Association rules with impermissible benefits, and what he was doing was paying for team meals, helping his players get home after practice, getting them recovery services, and he was coming out of pocket doing all of this. Now, initially, I wasn't understanding, why this is a violation. He's just doing what teachers do, coming out of pocket to help the student. Like teachers got to buy supplies and things like that. They come out of their own pocket. Seems simple enough. But then I had to ask myself, well, what about the other coaches in the Florida High School Athletic Association pipeline who aren't ex-NFL players, who would like to be able to do this stuff, but they can't. They have a regular, 9-to-5 salary, so they can't do the Uber back and forth or pay for the team meals. I'm hoping that the Teddy Bridgewater situation gets rectified, but I could also understand the advantage his players would have with him being an ex-NFL player as opposed to the other players on other teams where their coaches are just, for lack of a better term, just regular coaches.
Okay. So we're going to pass judgment on a man just because he pays for Uber rides and food.
That's what the Florida High School Athletic Association seems to be doing.
So that's where we're going. Because he's an ex-NFL player, but he's paying for food for kids and giving kids rides home. And we're going to talk about this man.
He's taking care of his players. They suspended this man. Mind you, he won the state championship with his team last year.
Now, hold on. Is there anything else that he's doing incentive-wise besides rides and money? Is this something we're not, hearing
No,
about here.
not from what I've read. Until something else comes out, I'll definitely update it. But so far, man, just being a good human being. Sound like he's being punished for being a good human being.
Saying that if it came to the point where he's giving them little bread here and there, maybe taking them shopping, things that are extra like that, then I can see. But if you talk about feeding kids and getting them a ride home, and you're going to suspend this man, Florida, you need to be ashamed of yourself. Florida High School, what is it? The Florida High School what?
Florida High School Athletic Association. So here
Florida
is
High
the
School Athletics Association.
yeah,
Okay.
like here is the was NCHSAA, so Florida FHSAA. Same situation. Just
They
depends
ought to
on
be
what state.
ashamed of their damn self.
I'd like to know. Well, he Teddy Bridgewater. I'm looking for the right words to say. He wasn't. It seems like he wasn't asked to document or itemize the things he did. I think he just came out with it to let people know, what he was doing, and to kind of ask for help from the community and things like that. Like, this is what I did to help the kids. It would be great if we had some type of support. I think that's kind of what led to the suspension, from what I was reading. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but that's where it's coming from.
That's crazy, but I'm glad we are in the NFL because I got to tell you something now. Since we're going to Teddy Bridgewater, we're going to move on
Okay.
to the Kansas City Chiefs. How you say his name, 58? Is it Rashee or Rashee?
Rashee. I've always heard him say Rashee Rice.
Rashee Rice, who, if anybody doesn't know, he had a bad car accident that he basically started last year in 2024. I think he was racing and doing other things in a car that he shouldn't have been doing at crazy high, terrible speeds. And he didn't kill anybody, did he, 58? I didn't read that. He injured some people very badly, correct?
Yeah, I don't believe there was a homicide involved, but is this the same guy who left? He like caused a wreck and left? Because one of the NFL players did that. He was racing in like a Lambo or something, and
Yep.
just left the scene. This is him.
Yep, this is him.
Okay.
Now, everything has finally came to light now, and he pled guilty on 2 counts, 2 felonies, 1 count of racing on a highway causing bodily injury, and another count of collision involving serious bodily injury. And in exchange, he was sentenced to probation. I forgot how many years exactly. It was either 5 or 15. It was something with a 5 in it. I can't remember exactly the probation, but I also know he got 30 days behind bars. So now he might be facing a suspension from the NFL, which they haven't made clear yet, but they said they are looking into it.
Oh, there's no Mike. Yeah, there's no Mike. He's getting suspended. Yeah, he's gonna miss. Let's see. Let's project how many games Mr. Rice is gonna be sitting out. I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say 10. Yeah, 10 games. And I'm gonna say 10 because you pleaded guilty, homie. Yeah, that's all I got for you. You pleaded guilty. It's an open and shut case there, my brother.
Well, I'm already thinking that, it's July now, so preseason starts in August anyway for the NFL. So I don't know if he's it doesn't say where I was reading that on TMZ. It didn't say if he was gonna start his time immediately or they're gonna have a certain date that he starts, but either way, he was gonna miss the start of the football season anyway.
Well, not necessarily. Because, okay, the judge could put in some type of stipulation to where you have the duration of your probation period to do this time. Like, maybe he can, next off season or something, he can do the 30, something like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, that might be the case.
Yeah, because if the judge was going to be real strict about it, I don't think he would have just got probation.
Right, in 30 days, that's really,
right. Yeah, that's.
So you going with 10 games?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna go with 10.
You know what? I think I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. I'm gonna go with 10 because I can't see anything lower, and then if anything higher than that, then he's gonna be gone for the whole season. Because if you don't do 10 games, then what are you gonna do? I mean, there's only 17 games in the season. So I'm good with that 10. You know what I mean? But I don't know. You could get that whole 17. Tell you the truth, the NFL might make an example out of him.
Hey, it's a possibility, but I'm gonna say 10 to be safe though, because I don't think with the judge letting him off as easy as he did, and we know the history of the NFL. As long as you're healthy and able to generate profit for the NFL, they don't really care what you do.
True that.
I mean, you could well, we ain't got to do all that, man. Just saying, we've it's been some killers winning Super Bowls in the NFL.
Enough said. You ain't even got to say nothing else. But one thing I hope Mr. Rice definitely learned his lesson. You know, it's cool that you got money, bro. You living a great life, you know, but enjoy the life and don't mess it up for others, man. You know, because you could have killed somebody, bro.
Indeed, indeed. I'm just glad nobody, like you said, nobody got seriously injured. Seriously injured. It's probably gonna be some civil suits coming out of this though. Like whoever was involved in the accident, they're probably gonna sue them down. So yeah.
Yeah.
Juice, there were 2 lists that came out within the past week or since the last episode.
Okay.
Where would you like to go first? There was an NBA list of top 100 players of all time, and there's also an NFL list of the best 25 teams in the past 25 years. How would you like to proceed?
I say since we was already in the NFL, we might as well keep it in the NFL.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna let you take a wild guess at what team was the number 1 team, best team in the last 25 years.
NFL?
Yes, sir.
Cowboys.
I think you still got a little bit of that colonoscopy drink somewhere.
Might be.
Somewhere
it might
around.
be. I know it ain't the Panthers.
Nah, we're number 19. We're number 19 on that list. Yeah, you heard me. Yeah, 9 and 10. You heard me.
Who wrote that list?
Yeah, some knowledgeable people. That's who wrote this list. Because the Jets nor Giants are anywhere on this list, as they should not be.
Hold on. And what list is this? The top 20?
Of the past 25 years, yes, sir.
And we're not on that list with 2 Super Bowls over the Tom Brady-led New England Patriots that we won?
Uh-uh.
That doesn't sound right at all, brother.
It does sound right because they're talking about teams like y'all lucked up and got into the playoffs.
No. Y'all got to the Super Bowl and lost. We got to the Super Bowl and won. Difference. That's crazy.
Again, didn't say best Super Bowl wins of the past 20, most improbable Super Bowl wins of the past 25 years with the helmet catch. No.
That would make you a great team for going to the Super Bowl, correct?
That would make you a Super Bowl winner because the team, you barely got there. So how you going to say you was a great team?
It's not about barely. It's about getting there and winning. Like, the barely doesn't count unless you're just like the Panthers and you barely get to, like, win 4 games in a season. We make it to the Super Bowl and there's no barely about it, brother.
Everything about that season was barely, man. Look, don't be upset with me because y'all ain't make the top 25. You know what I mean?
It's just weird, though, because that kind of list, like, how would you not put – I can see the Jets. Like, that's definitely doable. But how you going to say my Giants ain't the top 25? Like, that's weird.
The same way the Broncos that beat us in 2015 ain't on this list. The team was not a great team. You won the Super Bowl. Yes, you did. You did. Y'all did that. But they take into account that entire season. And you can't sit here and look me in my glasses, in my nice truck stop glasses, and tell me that Giants team was a great team. That team gave you an ulcer all year until y'all finally broke into the playoffs. Don't sit here and act like you had total faith in them guys, man.
Oh, my gosh. And y'all get number 19 on the list because what? Y'all got Cam Newton and get out of here, man. You got to be kidding me, man.
We got number 19. We got number 19 on that list who was 17-2 that year, one of the best offenses in the NFL. That's why we were on that list.
I had my song playing in Panther Stadium for that. I know exactly what you're talking about, that 17-2 season.
Yeah,
but that don't mean nothing when you don't bring home the bacon, bro.
It means you're part of the top 25 teams of the last 25 years. That's clearly what that means.
From whoever made that list.
Really? Hey, man, it's not my fault they didn't ask nobody from the Giants staff. They didn't ask me neither. You know what I mean? They didn't ask me either. Matter of fact, you want to know who the number 1 team is on this list? You are really going to love this. The 2007 Patriots that went 18-1. You know the only game that team lost that year? This is where you chime in with everything you just said.
To my Giants.
That's it. Number 1. The number 1 team of the last 25 years.
Where's the Cowboys on that list?
Nowhere on this list.
Are you serious?
You got to think, last 25
years. I'm not a fan like that, bro. But you going to tell me they ain't had no squad?
What year are you thinking about?
It has to be
the last 25 years. In the last 25 years.
Who they have in 2000? They still didn't have Aikman? Yeah, because that'd be 2000, 25 years ago.
That was the Ravens. That 2000 team was the Ravens. That's the team they have on here from the 2000s. The 16-4 Ravens who beat the New York Giants 34-7 in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, y'all keep making the list, but, like, not on the list. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are mentioned, but not. Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Man. You just shocked me with that one, bro. Like, You know, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm gonna let you live and bask in your glory with your number 19. I'm gonna let you just bask in it
Hey,
real
hey,
quick.
man. Hey, you act like I'm the one that wrote the list, man. All I'm doing is reporting the news, partner.
Can't kill the messenger.
Hey, you could try, but man, I wouldn't.
Yeah, hold on. In 2000, it says that they had that the Dallas Cowboys had like Troy Aikman still, and they had Emmitt Smith. Like, bruh, and they not on there. Like, you got to be
And
kidding me.
in the year 2000, you telling me that a year 2000, Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman. Okay, all right. What was that team record that year, Juice?
Now that I don't know. I was just looking at the roster.
Okay, well, you asked Google how they were
Okay,
doing, because they got the 2000 Ravens at number 13 on this list.
that's crazy. Let's see. Okay, then of course I. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right,
Okay,
all
yeah.
right, all right.
Yeah, maybe I'm sorry for you Cowboy fans out there, but y'all were 5-11, 5-11 that year. I'm sorry for y'all. I'm not a Cowboy fan. You know what I mean? I just had to interject what I thought was correct, and boy, was I wrong.
Hey,
Whew.
man. Hey, it happens. It happens. I'm trying to see if there were any surprises on the list. You know, a couple defenders. You had the Eagles on there. The last year's team was number 4 on the list. The 2017 team is number 5 on the list, so they're right
Kansas
behind each
City. I
other.
know Kansas City is on there.
Kansas City is on here twice. 2019 Chiefs are number 9, and the 2022 Chiefs are number 16 on the list.
Okay, figures.
Yeah, you know, the Ravens are up here a couple times. Got the Patriots on here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is
I mean,
rigged.
the Patriots owned the 2000s. The
They did.
yeah, they owned the early 2000s.
Yeah,
You
they
can't
did. I
really,
mean, can't say nothing.
yeah, man, yeah, because they have the game where we lost by 3 in the Super Bowl to the Patriots. That's on here too, boy. I hated that one. That team was the 2003 Patriots. They beat us 32-29 in the Super Bowl. They're number 7 on the list. Boy, that one hurt. Boy, we was at Montego Bay for that divisional round when they won the game, and we were having a ball, and all that came to a abrupt halt at the end of the Super Bowl. There, brother, there was no party in the Carolinas.
He said Montego Bay. That was one of my favorite places right there, hands
Yeah,
down.
man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And,
We
and
ain't
for
gonna.
anybody looking, we're not talking about Jamaica, by the way. We're talking
Oh
about
yeah, no,
Greensboro,
no,
North
no, no, no.
Carolina.
West Market Street, shawty. West
Straight
Market
up.
Street. Yeah, one time for the Montego Bay, and that all all mirrored surrounding on the dance floor. It made you feel like you was in the Scarface movie when you first
That's
went in there.
it. That's it.
All right, let's get to this NFL list. Excuse me, this NBA list. I'm sorry.
And what was it? The top 100 what?
The NBA list is the top 100 NBA players of all time. Now, that NFL list was done by ESPN. This NBA list was done by Bleacher Report. I had to, let that be known. What I did though, Juice, just the names that I'm familiar with and I actually got to see play, I'm gonna use those names as the names we're gonna, give our opinion on. Cause I can't really speak to like Artist Gilmore being at number 100, Dave Cowens being where he is, and Wes Unseld or whoever. Didn't get to see those guys play. I don't know the impact those guys had. I wasn't born or around in that era, so I gotta leave that alone.
Okay.
Klay Thompson is at number 98.
Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend, huh?
Yeah, that's or Michael Cooper's son of the Lake Show,
We
Showtime
go with
Lakers.
that too. Yep.
But Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend, whatever. However you remember the man. Just I get it. They have Draymond Green in front of Jason Tatum on this list. Jason Tatum being number 93, Draymond Green being number 88. Agree or disagree?
Well, to keep it hot, because on that list, right after Klay Thompson is number 97, which is
98 out of 100.
I thought Klay Thompson was 98.
Yeah, Klay Thompson. That's what you
I'm
just
saying
said.
right after Klay Thompson is number 97, which is my boy Bernard King, number 97. If anybody knows about old school basketball, real players that really play basketball and that really did things, Bernard King was the man on the Knicks. And you gonna tell me that Draymond Green is above Bernard King? First of
Never,
all,
never got to see Bernard King play.
and
That's why
Draymond
I
Green
wouldn't.
is above Joe Dumars. We're gonna go okay, bruh. So first of all, I know this list is bogus already. Now the list is bogus, bro. You just made the whole list bogus by even saying that. And I'm sorry. Bleacher Report, y'all are full of and I ain't even gonna curse, but y'all know what y'all full of. Y'all full of a lot of dump.
They
Because
got
ain't no Go ahead, bro.
they got
Go
Dennis
ahead.
Rodman. Dennis Rodman in front of Kyrie Irving. Dennis Rodman being number 67, Kyrie Irving number 69.
I can't argue with that.
Can't
Dennis
argue with.
Rodman was Dennis Rodman was a very, very, very valuable player for the Pistons and the Bulls. Very valuable. So I can't argue. And he plays two different positions between him and Kyrie. I can't argue with it, bro. They both champions. That's a good one right there. But you telling me Draymond Green, like, bro, I know he's a champion. Don't get it twisted. But come on, man. Come on, bro. Please say something else. Let me hear this, man. Mess me up, man.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. They have Dame Lillard in front of. Well, they got Dame in front of Kyrie Irving too.
That's a hard one. Speaking of Dame, he's back in his hometown now, back in Portland.
Well, not his hometown, but where he started his career.
Yeah, I mean his hometown is in the Bay in
Yeah,
California. But when I
yeah.
say hometown, I mean the first team he was with. He's back. So, and I can't argue with that either, man. Even though he doesn't have a championship, he was that team. Kyrie hasn't been in a position where he had to hold the whole team by himself. Dame was, and Dame held the whole team by himself. You know what I mean? Basically, I mean he had C.J. McCollum with him, a couple other players, but it was his team. I can't argue with that one either.
Paul Gasol in front of Vince Carter.
Here we go. Here we go. What number is Paul Gasol?
Paul Gasol is number 62. Vince Carter is number 65.
All right, now let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
So you think Paul Gasol should be ranked over Chris Webber?
Ahead of Chris Webber?
Yes. Number
Man.
number 90 is where Chris Webber is at. So do you think?
Yeah. See Webb is he's down there on the list now.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Who had Paul? Paul was a better shooter. Paul was
He
definitely
was.
a better shooter.
He was, but that makes him 28 more slots better than Chris Webber. Really?
I mean, that's how they have it.
Yeah, we're going to come up with our own 58 juice list because this is crazy. Where's Scottie Pippen at?
Scottie is number 28. Scottie is 28. Scottie is 28.
Okay, I feel better now.
How about James Harden in front of Allen Iverson?
James Harden in front of Allen Iverson.
James Harden is number 34. Allen Iverson is number 36.
That would, and I hate to be like this, people going to say, yeah, because, you older and, yeah, okay, whatever. I seen both of them play, and for most of, the all career, I'm going to see Harden finish up his career basically because he's almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Iverson definitely should be ahead of Harden. I think number 86, Tony Parker, should be ahead of the
James Harden.
Yeah. Tony Parker?
Yeah, I don't disagree with Allen Iverson. Should be a little. Well, I ain't gonna say how much further up on the list he should be, but I know he should be in front of James Harden. Just because you never saw Allen Iverson flake out in a series. He's going down shooting and scoring no matter the situation. You never got to worry about what you're gonna get from old Bubba Chuck. He's coming to score. Now
there's a reason they call him the answer.
Yeah. So who want to shoot tonight? The answer. He's the answer. He's shooting. He's scoring. He's gonna leave it all on the floor. He's gonna risk his body. He did that. James Harden gets upset. Don't feel like playing. James, you can't take that ball and go home. That's not your ball. All right, cool. It's not my ball. I tell you what, I'm gonna just get past half court and just do whatever I feel like doing with it till y'all decide to let me go.
Right.
Giannis at 24 surprised me.
Yeah, he needs to be up there a little bit more. I think he needs to be around the 50, 60 range.
Yeah, me too, man. But then they also had Anthony Davis in front of Dwight Howard.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
See, yeah. No, come on, man. No, that's come on, man. Like, that's how you this list is bogus, man. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I think.
What number was Anthony Davis?
Yeah, no doubt. Anthony Davis is number 45.
How do you got him ahead of Robert Parrish? You talking about big brother? You talking about big man?
Head of the Big Chief. Head of the Big Chief.
Bleacher Report, y'all need to do that over, man. Call me in 58 to help out too. Put us on your payroll. We'll help you out with that list next time.
Kawhi Leonard being in front of Russell Westbrook is interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Cause we just talk again. We're talking about players. If I'm looking at just the last couple seasons, all right, I can get Kawhi being in front of Russell Westbrook. But just bodies of work, I gotta give it to Westbrook.
I'm just, you know what? I'm devastated at this whole list, and I'm glad you brought this up, man. Because I guess you just wanted to see Juice pissed off today. I done got my procedure done, and you just want to be like, you know what? Let's make this man, have a fucking attack over here. Are you crazy? Yo, man, this is the most horriblest list I've seen, And you talk about bodies of work from Westbrook, which is a great man, never discount Westbrook. He is a great player. He deserves to be on this list. But you telling me that he's above James Worthy? Like, brother, I like I said, I'm coming from an old soul because I got to see the game, brother. I got to see people, the Lake Show for real, the real Lake Show. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Magic, Worthy, Kareem. You gonna tell me? Oh yeah, the Bleacher Report is definitely way off on this one, bro. Way off. The players, yeah, they got the good players on it, but the ranking wise that they have them way off, man.
They have Patrick Ewing in front of Carmelo Anthony.
Ooh, I
They
can't
got
disagree
Patrick
with that.
Ewing. They got Patrick Ewing in front of Tracy McGrady.
For that era, man, I mean,
Nah, this ain't about arrows. It's just top 100.
yeah, but
Nah.
in Ewing's era, he was that man, just like Tracy McGrady was that man. Like Ewing was that man, dog. Like he was. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying that as just because I'm a Knicks fan trying to be biased. Like he was a real big man, and then it was only him, Shaq and Hakeem Olajuwon, the best big man out there in that time frame.
Akeem is number 12 on this list.
I give it to him. What number was Ewing?
Ewing is number 40.
Okay, I'll roll with that. But Tracy McGrady and where's Tracy at?
McGrady is 59.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I mean, I can't disagree with it, but that's a hard one. And then I don't see how you got Luka Doncic. He's a great player, man. But dog, he's just starting, man.
Number 57. They
Number
got Luka
57,
number
like, bro, you
57.
got to put him on up like number 80, number 90 now, until, you actually see his whole body of work. Then you can actually, start bringing them down some. They got these damn players that are just coming out and putting them like, come on, man, you got to be kidding me, man.
What about Karl Malone in front of Giannis?
As of right now, while Giannis is still playing, yeah, 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 I'm good with that. Because Karl Malone, they don't call him the mailman for no reason.
Yeah, because he don't deliver on Sundays.
That man was delivering that in real life.
This Steph in front of Kobe, I think, is the one that is going to really rub people the wrong way on this.
Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
That's the one. I think that's the one that's getting everybody. Steph in front of Kobe.
All right, well, Chet, I didn't see the whole list yet. I've seen a little bit of it. So let me just take my wild guess and say number 1 is Michael Jordan.
Yeah, whenever you talk about basketball, you already know who that's going to be.
So number 2 is LeBron.
Of course.
Number 3 is Steph.
No. Number 3, I didn't even write down number 3. So number 3 must have been somebody I never got to see, like Kareem. Yeah, I think 3 was Kareem. 4 was Russell. It's like Kareem, Russell, and Wilt are somewhere in there. Again, I ain't write down the people I ain't get to, watch play or nothing like that.
Okay, and with Bird and Magic?
Bird and Magic are in the top 10 also.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I think Bird is 8. Is 3, I think, was Kareem. 4, Magic. 5 was Mr. Russell. And then 8 was Bird, because I didn't write those down. I got 1, 2, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. So the guys you just mentioned, that's where they fall in it.
Well, as long as the top 10 is kind of real, I can go with the list, but I'm good with that top 10. That top 100, they got some crazy things going on with that list. I guess they just did that so people like you and me can just talk crap about it. They did that intentionally.
Because you got Kevin Durant in front of Kevin Garnett. I mean, Kevin Durant's a great shooter, man, but just all-around player, man, Kevin Garnett's something different, homie.
Right.
That's
right.
different. That's
right.
different.
Where's Paul Pierce?
That's a Honda motor inside of an 18-wheeler, that Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce is at number 49.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Paul Pierce in front of Ray Allen. I watched Ray play for the Bucks, man. Ray was a different animal. Ray was more than just a corner 3-pointer guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, he was.
Way more than just a corner 3-pointer guy.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, this list just give us something to talk about during the slow season. That's all. Because right now it's summer league. I'm seeing some great highlights from summer league, but I don't really take it with too much of a grain of salt, man. Even the fact that my Hornets are doing great is summer league, bro. That
Oh,
does not
man.
that does not equate to the regular season.
I
The
got
fact,
such a good kick out of that, too. I seen the Hornets on TV the other day. Y'all was up by 20. I
yeah,
said,
yeah,
boy,
yeah,
this is the
yeah,
only
yeah.
time you going to see this.
Nah, it's not gonna be on time. But what I do appreciate so far in the off season for the summer league games is it seems like the veteran players are there showing support to the rookies and the second year and third year players. I like that. So we are building some type of team chemistry and camaraderie. Again, don't know if it's gonna translate to the regular season, but I appreciate you guys for putting forth the effort because y'all could be somewhere on a boat chilling doing your regular off season thing, but you showed up to support your teammates. So that's good.
Great for y'all Hornets, man. I feel so good for y'all, man. Great for y'all Hornets, man. Hey, leave me alone, man. I'm not a Hornet hater, man. I just got to say what I got to say, man.
I didn't say one word, man.
You don't have to.
Just like at 2:30 in the morning, I'm gonna just let you get it all out. I'm just let you get it all out.
Say that prep time, huh?
Yep, just let you get it all out there, brother. Now, news wise, man, there's two stories that I've been keeping my eye on. No resolution to any one of them just yet, but just something to keep your eye on out there. Story involving Travis Decker, accused of kidnapping and killing his three young daughters. He suffocated them and left them beside his abandoned truck at a campsite in Washington State. This was May 25th. The campsite is Rock Island Campground. He's a former member of the Army, served in Afghanistan, and he has wilderness survival and evasion skills. There's a $20,000 reward for him, but I don't think you're going to find him. Well, when I say you, I mean the authorities. I don't really think you're going to find him.
I
He
mean,
knows how to.
if you can't find a man that escaped jail in New Orleans,
Derek
you know what
Rose.
I mean? You can't find him. Then you definitely ain't gonna find a man like that has the
Yeah,
skills to actually.
yeah, man. I think it's a lost cause. I'm looking at them probably waiting another week or so, then just saying we believe he's died in the wilderness. I think they're gonna say that, or at least they're gonna say that to make him think they're not looking for him anymore. But he already know how to live off the grid, man. But any man that'll kill his own three young daughters, man, don't stop looking for him.
Please don't stop looking for him. But if you don't find him, don't worry. God will sort it out.
Man, speaking of
Know that
guys, so
much.
hey, and keeping right along with that, let God sort it out sentiment. The case involving a young man by the name of Jabari Peoples. Are you familiar with this case at all?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, when I say case, nothing's going to trial yet. It's just when I say case, I mean the situation. So this was in Homewood, Alabama. This young man was shot in the back by a police officer. Police officer claims he saw a gun. You know how that whole situation goes. And the family is just asking for the body cam footage to be released. They're not releasing it. The mayor of I think it's the mayor of Homewood, Alabama. They're behind the police not putting out the information. So yeah, man, I'm following that. I saw there was a picture with Benjamin Crump there already.
Really?
Yeah, you already know. You already know what that's getting ready to turn into. Yeah, the young man was at a park. Him and his girl was in the car. Cops knocked on the window, told him to get out. They say he complied, got out. Next thing you know, police was wrestling him to the ground, and young man's up shot in the back. The girlfriend is saying she ain't see a gun. She don't know anything about that gun stuff that they're talking about. So yeah, it's another one of those stories, man. And we're going.
Oh my gosh. That just sucks, man. It really does. And oh, what you
Cause
gonna
this
do? I
this
mean,
it happened in June. This happened June 23rd. That's why I said I was keeping my eye on it just to see if there's any developments. But still, as
and when
of
they say
us
they're not gonna
recording,
get a body cam up, you already know what that means. They hiding something. They need to stop that, man. It's the whole reason they made body cams. So this kind of situation happens, it can be documented and people can see what actually happened. But if you're gonna keep it from the family, that means that's already showing me that you hiding something. So y'all need to figure something out there, man. And God is gonna sort that out, just like you said.
Well, speaking of cameras and finding out and cameras and not finding out, Andy Byron, the CEO of Astronomer, which is a tech firm, he was caught with his chief people officer, Kristen Cabot, at a Coldplay concert on the big screen on the Kiss Cam. Now, this wouldn't be such a big deal if this man wasn't already married with kids.
On the Kiss Cam?
Yeah, on the big jumbotron Kiss Cam. And Juice, to add insult to injury, Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay, when they realized they were on the Kiss Cam, they kind of tried to, get away from the camera, hide this, that, and the third. Chris Martin said out of his mouth something along the lines of, either they're real shy or they're having an affair. He didn't know the people.
No.
So turns out they weren't.
No.
Yeah, it turns out they were not shy at all. They were just having an affair. Well, I guess it could look that way, that they were having an affair. If you see the still shot, it looked like they were having a great time together. You know what I mean?
So they wasn't kissing on the Kiss Cam, was they?
No, not that the stuff I saw was just them two kind of, imagine your girl in front of you, maybe singing along to the song, and it looked like he kind of had his arm, you know what I mean? That's what it looked like in the pictures I saw. That might not be the case. It might be AI, I don't know. But what I do know is he got caught on the Kiss Cam, and it wasn't your old lady. It was an old lady, but not your old lady.
Bad business, brother.
Indeed, it was an office romance. That's why you keep it in the office.
And big ups to Chris Martin, lead singer of Coldplay, for calling it out. I love it. I love it. Didn't even know he was calling it out.
That is wow. Man, I can only imagine that stocks of the company are going down as we speak, but we'll see.
We will.
We will see. Something else we will see after 3 years is Versus, man. Swiss Beats hinted at Versus is coming back. Juice, what do you think Versus needs to do to make it appealing like it was the first time? Because, we outside now. Ain't none of that cooped up.
I think the whole draw.
House.
I think the whole draw was the COVID. And being that we had to be in the house, I think that was the best thing for that time. I don't know if it was sustained. I don't see it sustaining, because it's not what it was. But hey, I could be totally wrong. But I did love it when it first came out for what it was, and we needed that. But I don't know if it can go. I don't really see it going any further than it, because at the end of it, the last couple they had, it was kind of getting it's just like you putting on, like, I don't know, it's just too much, man. It's not real. At first, it was like the producers going against each other. You know what I mean? That's what I like, the beat for beat. And then they, started putting the artist against the artist, and it's like it ran its course to me. But who am I?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm eager to see how he's gonna remix this thing. To be quite honest with you, man, because the Ja Rule and Fat Joe joint, not bad. That just seemed more like something we would see on tour from them anyway, because they're already friends. They got a lot of the same features on songs as we saw. Who else? The Dipset Locks one is the one that gives me hope. Find me some more of that.
Yeah, but where you gonna find that at?
Well, we could always, maybe that's what he does. Maybe he lets the fans pick the verses. Cause you're gonna have to have some huge names. Like, you're gonna have to get a Mariah Carey versus somebody now.
Mariah Carey versus Nick Cannon.
No, she already won that battle. She won that battle. She won that versus a long time ago. Yeah, she won that one a long time ago. But seriously though, like, I'm trying to think. It's gonna have to be, okay, you're gonna have to do it like a boxing match, Juice. It's gonna have to be undercards, like some couple one-hit wonders. Like, give me God, what's a song? You gotta give me Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac versus it can't be This Is How We Do It, because
that's what I was gonna say, Montel, because he has a couple of songs, but he only had that one main song.
This Is How it give me
your boy Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Baby Got Back. Is Tone Loc still alive?
Yep, Tone Loc's still alive. Yep.
So you gotta give me Wild Thing versus Baby Got Back. That's the undercard. Up next from that, you gotta give me the Battle of the Bitter Ballads. So you gotta give me like Keisha Cole versus who else be singing I Hate You songs?
Khalees.
Does she have that many though?
She had that I hate you so much right now.
Yeah, but that ain't Yeah, but that ain't gonna work with I don't love you no more. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. You can give
I
me
see where you're going though. I see where you're
yeah,
going, but
yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's combinations you can put together. You know what I mean? I just hope they're
if
creative.
they do that, if they do that,
Yeah, if
you
they
know,
do
because
that.
I think they had the best ones, like you said, the Locks and Dipset. You had
Hmm.
Jeezy and Gucci. I was
That
like,
would
no,
that would
that was bruh. Like you can't recreate that, you know. And there's nobody really out there. Like they did most of the big ones already to me, unless you're gonna do Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, you know. I don't know, you know, Nicki Minaj. I don't know who she would go against. You know what I mean? I don't know.
what Swiss did say that they're gonna like focus on some newer acts. So maybe we get a Glorilla versus a Lotto or something, man. I don't, something like that.
Now, see, now you talking. I like the way that sounds.
A Boss Man D-Lo versus a Big X the Plug.
Yeah,
Who else? Shabuzi versus Blanco Brown. Two countries sound. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Who else? It's got to be. It's plenty of artists, man. It's just the name recognition. Like you can hear them, but if you were to see them, you'd be like, I have no clue who that is.
Right,
Like a Rod Wave versus Moray. You know what I mean? Like they
right.
do the same stuff. I think there's plenty of ways they can go about it.
Give me a Kendrick versus Drake. Let's get it. That's the number one draw card. You do that, it's on and popping. You're done. They'll blow the internet up if they can do
I'm
that.
not
If they can
I'm
pull
not
that off.
sure I'm not sure if you saw the Super Bowl, but that one's over.
Yeah, it definitely is. But if you could
That
bring
was
Drake in it, it
that was
would
over.
blow the internet up, bruh.
Well, the Drake one would be like a steel cage match because it had to be Drake versus Future versus Metro versus Metro Boomin versus the people in Toronto who went to the Kendrick concert versus the politician that showed up at the Kendrick concert versus UMG versus Pusha T versus like see
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
battle royale.
There you go. There you go. That's yeah. Tough for that guy. Speaking of tough, man, Sci the Prince put on a clinic for his Just Incredible freestyle. Did you catch it?
Oh man, I caught the little bit that I caught was crazy because I know you sent it to
Mm,
me.
mm.
My gosh, let me tell you something. Just Incredible gets the best freestyles like that I've seen.
Is it just me, or do they go a little harder when they're at the LA Leakers platform or Just Incredible's platform? I'm not sure if they're still calling themselves LA Leakers together, or Funk Flex freestyle.
I used to think they went crazy for Funk Flex, but it sure does look like they showing out when they get to the West Coast. It sure does look like they showing out.
Cause I think back to the one T.I. did either last year or the year before, where he was rhyming over one of the little ghetto boy Snoop Dogg instrumentals.
Uh-huh.
Man, that was like 2003 T.I. That was trap music T.I. rapping.
That was, you're right.
And I can't think what's the last notable funk flex freestyle you remember.
The last notable one, he had a couple that I seen online, and it's just not coming to me at the top of my head. But I always remember that one with the whole Rockefeller with Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel. He had the Young Guns. All of them was live. It was crazy. That was a movie, but that's
You
God
had to
knows how
go
many
back.
years ago.
You had to go back that far.
I mean, he had other ones, you know, closer, but it's just not memorable. Sorry, man. It is what it is.
You you are not helping his case.
It's crazy.
Yo, he said back when he said the most notable funk flex freestyle was back when Dame had teeth. Got you.
Damn.
Got you.
Damn.
Got
Mic
you.
drop.
Dental. Oh my goodness. Hey man, look here. We are now at that time on the show where we like to play a little game we call Brick or Swish. I get a topic from each one of the segments: sports, news, entertainment. I'll let you know what it is. If you agree with it, juice. It's a swish. If you don't agree with it, it's a brick. I almost said that wrong. That's why I had to catch myself.
It's all good. You called it.
Yeah. All right. A couple segments ago, we were talking about these top 100 players list. If a player doesn't like his position on the list, brick or swish, they should be able to play somebody that's ahead of them one-on-one to take their spot on the list. Brick or swish.
Let's go. I love
Just
competition. Go ahead and get it,
say you
baby.
like that.
Go.
That's
I
how we
love it.
That's how they should start setting up these 1v1s for $100K now. Go on the list, like, so who trying to move up for $100,000? I agree, Swish. I think that would be a great way. Yeah, a great way to set up some of that. Yeah. That'd be a great way to do that. Great way to handle that. All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
I seen this story about the over in the UK where they're gonna lower the voting age to 16, and it got me to wondering: should that be a thing in the United States? Should we lower the voting age to 16? Juice, brick or Swish?
That's definitely a break. That is definitely the biggest break. I don't think we should have, no 16-year-olds voting on, and especially things like that's important as like the presidency and things like that. Like, that's crazy. I don't even think you should be 18. I really think you should be older than that because these are still kids. They don't really have a grasp on what's really going on. That's my opinion. And brick on that all the way. No, sir.
Well, I'm gonna call Swish, not just to be different, but I'm gonna call Swish anyway, man. So now, okay, the candidate knows there's some 16-year-olds that can determine whether I have a career or a future in politics. So now you telling me I have to explain what it is I'm gonna do for the country to a 16-year-old in a way that they can understand it. Yes, you have to do that. And by doing that for the 16-year-old, maybe the rest of us can finally understand what the hell you're gonna do.
Man, that's too much for me. That's crazy.
See, Pop even agrees.
Yep,
You hear the man back
Pop
there.
said it.
You hear him back there agreeing with me, man. So yeah, man, I call Swish on that. Yeah, I mean, you're able to work at 16. They take taxes out of your check at 16. You might well be able to vote for who taking the taxes out.
Hey, sheesh. If that's the case, you might as well just let them drink at 16 too, like they do in the Netherlands. Let's just go all the way.
They're probably going to end up doing that anyway, man. Let's be real here. So there was a post that I saw where 21 Savage has made a statement that poor parents are better than rich parents because poor parents have time to spend with their kids and they're emotionally there for their children, and something else to that effect. And I don't know where he was going with that, but I figured it would be a good question to ask you, man. You think poor parents make better parents, Juice? Brick or Swish? Poor parents make better parents than rich parents?
I'm gonna say brick on that, brother. I probably can understand where he's probably coming from, like his mentality. But I'm gonna call it brick because it doesn't matter poor or rich to me. A good parent is gonna be a good parent regardless. Regardless of the financial situation or whatever's going on. A good parent is gonna be a good parent, and that's how I'm gonna keep it real easy. Brick.
Yeah, I call brick on that just because what are you talking about, man? Poor parents are better than rich parents. Like,
like I said, I could probably see a little bit of where he's trying to come from because being from that poor environment, you deal with things differently in a more real way, you know what I mean? And like you can't buy your way out of things like people with money. So like situations are more real and like you have like probably a harder life, which makes you appreciate your life a little bit more. I don't know that's him, but I'm thinking what he's going at it. I don't agree with it though. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? But definitely throw a brick on that one.
yeah, I'm throwing a brick on that, man. I'm throwing a brick at him for saying something like that, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? If poor parents are better than rich parents, why'd you try so hard to be a wealthy rapper? Why you not poor? Go be
why
a
don't you
great
just stay
parent.
poor?
Yeah, go be a great parent.
And leave your money at my social account at Juice Jones. Leave my money there and go back and be a good parent.
Now, see that, like, so you're saying because you're not able to afford your kid to do certain things, like all we can do is sit at the house and talk and be available to each other because I don't have the resources to put you in any extracurricular stuff that makes you that parent better than the parent who can provide for the kid. Now, if you're gonna say poorer parents are more available for their children, yeah, that makes sense. They're trying to figure it out still, but even poor parents, they don't want to be poor. You act like they decided like, yo, to better my child, I'm gonna be as poor as possible.
Right. Makes no sense, bruh. No sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. So, hey, man, people are crazy. People are crazy,
Who you
man.
telling? Who you
People
telling?
are pure insane. Juice, man,
Yes,
look
sir.
here, brother. I'm glad everything worked out for you, man. But it's time to
Thank
get
you.
up out of here.
Thank you.
Man. Glad everything went well. You DJing this weekend?
Nope, next weekend.
Okay, got you. It's every other weekend at Bender's Tavern, West Market Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. I forget the actual address. I'm gonna have to get that next time so I can shout it out for real for you.
Thank you so
You
much, sir.
Oh, of course, man. You can catch me here on YouTube and also anywhere that you listen to podcasts, man. Yeah, we are on all the podcast directories. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm loving the comments, man. I'm loving the comments. Don't forget, most interesting, the most memorable nickname you remember growing up, put that in the comments. If you agree or disagree with 21 Savage, poor parents make the best parents, put it in the comments. Hell, if you agree with my man going to the Coldplay concert with his work wife, you know what I mean? Put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
Different strokes for different folks. Thank y'all so much for watching. This has been another episode of 58 South TV Presents Topics of Discussion, your new home for sports news and entertainment. That is Juice Jones. I am 58 South. Whenever you go outside, take God with you. Be kind. Be careful. Peace. Cut the check.